Hello guys and welcome back to another prediction. This time I will talk about the possible box office performance of The Mountain Between Us. As always, I will start this video off with a point which works in favor for a good box office performance of the movie. Very unfortunately, right now, I can see 0 points which work in favor for a good box office performance of the movie. Because of that, I will start with the long list of negative aspects. First of all, I want to name the leading actor and the leading actress. Idris Elba, while being a great actor, really hasn't putting in any good box office performances with movies which feature him in a leading role. He has a good run with Thor: The Dark World, Pacific Rim, Prometheus and the first Thor from 2011 to 2013, but these times are far over now. He was involved in big box office successes like Finding Dory, The Jungle Book and Zootopia, but he was just involved with a voice role and nothing else. He's just coming off from a big flop with Stephen King's The Dark Tower, and his involvement in Star Trek Beyond also didn't help the project to break even with its overall costs. When you then look at the recent box office past of Kate Winslet, it's not getting any better really. Her last 2 big movies are already 2 to 3 years in the past with Divergent and Insurgent, and since then every movie she has starred in has failed at the box office or was really of no interest at all. Putting the box office histories of these 2 people together and to really have a point which does not work in favor for a good box office performance of The Mountain Between Us. The next thing that I want to name is the competition The Mountain Between Us has to face. While on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th weekend there is pretty much no big competition for the movie, it's right on its opening weekend where The Mountain Between Us will bleed because of another movie. This small project has to face the science fiction giant Blade Runner 2049 from its very first day on, and because of that the movie will suffer very hard. I just can't see The Mountain Between Us to perform good while playing in the shadow of Blade Runner 2049. The next thing that I want to name are the reactions so far. On Rotten Tomatoes there are just 6 reviews in right now and the movie is already down to 67% with an average rating of 5.2 out of 10. To have a rating like this so early on is really something which is not working in favor for the movie. Small movies like this really have to rely on their performances over the long run, and with such reviews a great run over the long distance is pretty much out of the question already. Alright guys, I will now fade in all aspects that I just counted for a bad box office performance of the movie. And I will now start with the pessimistic prediction on The Mountain Between Us. When The Mountain Between Us is receiving more and more bad reviews and Blade Runner 2049 becomes the masterpiece all people want it to be, then I expect the project to really fall on its face. In this scenario, The Mountain Between Us will open to 4.5 million and after a multiplier of 2.3 will finish its domestic box office performance with a total of 10.35 million. From overseas territories, The Mountain Between Us will collect a total of 26 million for a combined worldwide cum of 36.35 million. This amount of money will be not enough to break even with the overall costs of the project, and all production companies involved will be probably very sad about this outcome. Now to the realistic prediction. When The Mountain Between Us stays on the 67% rating it has right now on Rotten Tomatoes and Blade Runner 2049 is good but not a masterpiece, then I expect The Mountain Between Us to slightly gross close to $80 million worldwide. In this scenario, The Mountain Between Us will open to 8.5 million and after a multiplier of 3.3 will finish its domestic box office performance with a total of 28.05 million, adding another 54 million from overseas territories, and The Mountain Between Us will finish its worldwide box office run with a total of 82.05 million. I think this amount of money will be still not enough to break even with the costs spent on marketing and production, and all people involved will be not happy with this outcome. Now let's end this video with the most optimistic prediction on The Mountain Between Us. When the project makes a turn somehow and manages to capture the interest of audiences all around the planet, the movie gets good reviews and Blade Runner 2049 falls on its nose, then I think that the project can actually break even with its overall costs. In this scenario, The Mountain Between Us will open to $18 million and after a multiplier of 4.8 will finish its domestic box office performance with a total of 86.4 million. From overseas territories, The Mountain Between Us will collect a total of 95 million for a combined and final worldwide QM of 181.4 million. For this to happen, there really has to be a miracle. The next video will be a prediction about Only the Brave. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It really means a lot to me. When you like this video, it would be great when you consider liking and or sharing this prediction, since it would really help out this channel big time. Also be sure to subscribe to this channel when you always want to see my new predictions first. See you soon, guys. More videos to come. Bye bye.